Since this game came out, I've been it probably 8 times or more. The amount of time I spent on this outstanding game is well spent. When you have devs come up with a game that has an amazing story, amazing gameplay, amazing features such as different amount of side content, multiple gadgets, upgrades to those gadgets, different suits with different abilities, with amazing looking graphics, you have yourself a one-of-a-kind game. So we're starting this game with some merits. I love how the game shows off the villains of this game. It's pretty much saying, hey look, these are the villains you will be fighting. Oh, but we're keeping some mysteries for later in the game.
All units, level 4 mobilization. Location, Fisk Tower.
Alright, so let's talk about Peter's new face model. At the very beginning, I despised it. We all did. But looking at it with the new graphic upgrades, this face fits more. If I'm being honest, what really ruined it was the PS4 version of Miles Morales Spider-Man that ruined it at first. We can retract that sin for this upgrade. Pete, how is it that you work for one of the smartest scientists in all of New York City and you're still on the verge of being evicted due to lack of rent payment?
Captain Watanabe.
Did you take him down yet?
No. We're at Fisk Tower, but still waiting on the warrant.
Mind if I join in on the fun?
You know how his lawyers are. This one needs to go by the book.
Question. Do you realize you're referring to Wilson Fisk? The man is responsible for countless deaths, especially when in a few minutes his men are going to cause massive destruction throughout the city. What was the point of having rifles in the first place if you're just going to walk slowly and not do anything?
This doesn't look good.
Yeah, these men aren't genetically enhanced. That truck crashed with the police car and they held on with ease. Also, how slow are these people? I'm sorry, but if I see Spider-Man dodging every single bullet from every single rifle and knocking everybody out who fights him, I wouldn't be dumb enough to get myself captured and risk in prison.
Get more backup and lock down the airspace.
Yuri, you okay?
If he makes it out of that building, we're gonna lose him.
Now, how is that? The man can't teleport. He'll be leaving by air, so there really isn't any way for you guys to lose him. Especially if he's flying in New York City.
Clear path. Follow me.
Get out of here, Spider-Man. We got this.
You got this, but you're not even close to reaching Kingpin's location, which is the server room. Can someone explain to me how these two didn't get crushed in half since it literally fell on them? Not just that, but Spider-Man had a tough time picking it up. Mind you, this Spider-Man has 8 years of experience.
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
How we doing, Captain?
Could be better. Our choppers took a beating. We just had to ground our last one. If Fisk calls in a chopper, we have no one to stop it from landing.
Perhaps you can shoot it down once it's out of the city?
I can't touch him if he's in the air.
Each of you has a pistol at the very least. If he's in the air, why not shoot him?
Writing your memoirs? Don't forget the hyphen between spider and man.
Get the chopper ready. I won't be long. I'm surprised you made it this far.
Well, given the fact you've been fighting him for the past 8 years, it shouldn't come as a surprise that your man can't fight someone like Spider-Man.
How is this happening?
Again, 8 years. Do you recall any of it?
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
How many people have you corrupted? How about killed? You sound like a liberal. Of course, the most common cliche when it comes to fighting a boss in a game. Minions come and assist the boss to make the fight a bit more challenging. So if Fisk was able to throw Spider-Man through a wall and break what seems to be a marble table with his fist, how is it possible that these cuffs are holding him? Also, this appears to be custom-made cuffs just for Fisk. I've seen so many cuffs in my life and I never saw any that big. Answer me this. If these are made for Fisk, that means people already knew about Fisk's crimes and were prepared. If they knew about Fisk's actions, why wasn't he arrested a long time ago?
Got more enemies in there than I do.
If you think this will be more than a minor inconvenience...
You can't be serious. Let's look at what your man has done. Your men with rifles attempted to murder numerous police officers and first-degree murder. Fortunately for them, Spider-Man came just in time. Not only that, you had one of your men become a suicide bomber and blow up an entire truck in a very public area. You put multiple people's lives at risk, and for some odd reason, there were rockets being shot at Spider-Man in this building. So explain to me where you see a minor inconvenience.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Now 20 minutes into the game and we're already seeing some foreshadowing happening.
You started without me.
The grant committee's director will be here soon. It's fine, Parker. I invented this equipment. I think I can handle it.
power damper. Oh, man. Maybe we should abort.
Not yet.
Hold on! Dr. Octavius, are you okay?
Another setback. But we're close.
Character hits another setback but says they're close cliche.
All right. I should get out of here before I screw things up for Doc even more.
Well, you never screwed anything up. He started a very dangerous test without you. He's lucky you showed up before he was fried to death.
How many lab fires have we seen now, Otto? 3? 4?
That's how you know we're progressing. Out of the ashes of failure, great science is born.
Yeah, continuing to fail over and over until you almost got yourself killed. How about if you burned down the entire building? Would you be closer to success, Otto?
Spider-Man, it's Yuri.
Fisk make it to Rikers yet?
Not Rikers. Our boy qualifies for the VIP treatment. He's in the raft.
Okay, so not even a day later, Fisk is in the maximum security prison. For those of you who don't know what the raft is, if any of you seen Captain America Civil War, it's the prison that held Cap's team after the airport fight. I just want to know how Fisk is already there without receiving his sentence.
Now that you quit smoking, what do you tell people when you come up here?
That I need a break from their crap.
Fair enough. So, why'd you call? Need a date to the policeman's ball?
You got a black and white suit? No ball this year anyway. We spent too much integrating Oscorp surveillance tech.
Worth it though, right?
It was. Until an hour ago. The system went down. Citywide. Every tower.
How?
They tell me someone sabotaged the central server, and now all the towers are offline.
Translation: if you want to fast travel, do side missions, or even earn some tokens, you'll have to fix every tower.
Oh, wow. One of my old backpacks from high school. Forgot I attached tracking dots to these.
Not only did you forget you have trackers on them, which is literally so you won't forget where you placed them, but you left 50 backpacks scattered in the city. If you're that irresponsible that you misplaced 50 bags, then it's no wonder why you keep forgetting to pay your rent. Is Spider-Man really struggling to stop a moving car when he literally lifted this? The level of inconsistency of this is worse than Mortal Kombat logic.
This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
And here we have MJ.
Excuse me.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I'm covering the Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, Craig? No, sorry. It looks like we're gonna have to run something else on the cover. I don't know, maybe the expressionist piece?
You know what? I think I can make today work.
Are you sure?
I find it hilarious that this woman actually fell for such an obvious trick. If you can be fooled this badly, maybe this job isn't for you.
Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... a friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering, now that he's arrested, if you had ever noticed anything strange.
MJ, you may not be aware of this, but even if Fisk is arrested, that doesn't mean he doesn't have people working for him outside of the prison. You're pretty much asking to get assassinated right now. Oh, and guys, please don't mind the thirst. He can be so smart that he'll forget he's recording. You wanna know what's funny about MJ? She's an investigative journalist for the Daily Bugle newspaper, and she does not take pictures for evidence for the near future.
I was on my way to the exit when I saw you.
You're lucky to be alive.
Says the guy I saved 5 minutes ago. Listen, whoever these masked guys are, they're after this file. But I'll never get it out of here while the place is swarming.
Pictures, you imbecile. Pictures. You have a camera.
I just talked to Craig. You are not the reporter he was sending. You don't even work for Heritage Arts.
Never said I did. Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Daily Bugle.
You will not write a word of what you saw
For the
here.
record, what do you know about the file those masked men stole?
That... I
What about the long history of stolen goods Fisk has laundered at this auction house?
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Her editor will not be hearing from any attorney.
Since when did Mix become Italian?
No idea, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, I just got an all-caps text from Robbie about my so-called antics tonight. So it looks like I'll be meeting with a legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
So, creepy mask guys. What's your take?
Just another night in the city. What's your take?
I feel like there's a bigger story there. Let's not make this all about business. How's it going with you? Did you get that promotion?
No, but we're on the cusp of something really big.
You know Oscorp would hire you in a heartbeat, right? One phone call to Harry.
Sure, but Dr. Octavius' work will help millions. I'm right where I want to be, right where I should be.
Almost sounds like it's more important than your other job. I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
Why did you ask me here, Pete?
You know, just dinner between friends.
Friends. Is that what we are?
Well, maybe we could be, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure, but is that so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, and raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
Love seeing you two together again. You always were my favorites.
Damn, Marvel has not been the same without Stan Lee. Honestly, this is one of my favorite cameos from Stan Lee in all of Marvel. There's a couple segments like this where it's impossible to reach your target until your target has reached their destination. You know that saying, so close but yet so far? That's pretty much this.
You know the police are watching your every move. I mean, we all know you're kind of dumb, but I didn't think you were this dumb. You must be desperate, which means you're not just stealing for yourself. You must be working with someone, or for someone. You can tell me who it is now, or make me punch it out of you later.
How is Shocker hearing Spider-Man with all this explosion going on? I could barely hear him, and I'm editing the recordings. I would like to know how P is able to eat while he has a mask on. I would like an explanation to how this guy got under a vehicle without getting crushed. He can easily get out. Did he really need Spider-Man to help him?
Spider-Man, Shocker has escaped, and now he's robbing a bank on East 31st.
What happened? I thought he was behind bars.
He was. But one of the guards just walked up to his cell and released him, then gave him his suit back.
Okay, so why didn't anyone make sure that the suit was no longer usable? If a villain is able to create massive destruction like that, I'll make sure it doesn't happen again by destroying the suit. Something that always bothered me about this game is that you can't see the boss's health bar. Honestly, it's part of the reason why this game is so repetitive.
Have you had any more reports on demon guys with masks?
Let me get back to you. By the way, how much of a mess did you make inside that bank?
You mean Spider-Man or Shocker? Because the way I see it, all of this is Shocker's doing. Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche. Can somebody explain to me why there would be some sort of troublemakers near an incinerator? Obviously, this is to make the game more challenging, but it just seems dumb.
Phew, looks like everything's here. Hey, look, an old gadget prototype. Looks kind of awesome. Why didn't I ever finish it?
That's because the plot didn't demand it until now. Pete had just finished asking himself why he didn't finish the new gadget for his suit. You're going to tell me Pete finished it in seconds before reinforcements came?
Hello, Spider. Been thinking about you a lot lately. We were good together, weren't we? Maybe it's time to reignite the flame.
Yeah, that's Black Cat. She's been cut from the original story just be part of the first DLC episode. Don't worry, her sins are coming. This is only the beginning.
You better not hold anything back.
Why would I? If that picture gets out, my life's over.
Give me the
Just
plans
what I
and
needed.
it won't. Very nice.
Looks good. Remember, tell anyone about this. And I leaked the photo.
Do you not see Spider-Man right there? I mean, I get it, she needs to look up, but he's pretty easy to spot.
What are you doing here so late?
Oh, I had a little mix-up at my apartment.
On the street, huh? I know the look.
If you know the look, you don't need to ask.
I can't take this.
You can and you will.
I'll pay you back. Soon.
Just ask for help next time. Oh, you are so much like Ben. You have to learn to swallow that Parker pride and accept that you're human, like the rest of us. Martin.
Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to let you know I'm headed out of town. You're in charge while I'm gone.
Well, you can count on me. How long will you be away?
Really don't know.
Is everything okay?
It's some personal business I've been planning for a while. But please take care of this place. It represents the best part of me.
Yeah, because that's not a vague way to let people know you're up to no good.
Hey, Willie.
Okay, time out. How is it that he has access to any form of technology in the raft? Yes, I've seen how he can corrupt or threaten people to make them work for him. But this is the maximum federal prison we're talking about. Nobody that works for Fisk should be there.
Go!
Nope, that crane should have broken through the building. Definitely do more damage than just cracking it. Maybe I'm reaching for this one, but how is it that no one is on this floor when it's clearly a weekday? How do I know? Well, everyone seems to be working. Yeah, something like that should definitely have a number of dead bodies. Especially if it's in the middle of the city. Look at this one just walking all casually.
Hey, Yuri. I caught the bad guys, but...
But what?
You might want to bring a ladder. Yo, Miles. Hey, fanboy.
Let's talk about Miles for a minute. When this game came out, I did not like Miles. To me, it looked like Insomniac was trying to replace Peter Parker and it didn't sit right with me. Now I see Miles differently. He's still not my favorite Spider-Man, but I do appreciate a second Spider-Man. Sin removed it.
I'm late. You coming? Nah, I gotta get to City Hall for my dad's ceremony.
You're telling him this now? What married couple kisses on the cheek? So I understand why Jefferson was granted a ceremony. The man works hard and saved a lot of lives. But what about Spider-Man? I mean, how many lives did he save through the past 8 years? He deserves something too. Too bad Osborn was only using Davis to get him reelected. Reminds me of our current president.
I think this gang war may finally be over.
Like over?
I mean, there's some loose ends still to be tied up, but...
Loose ends.
Well, a truck pulled away from the scene from a company called Consolidated Shipping. Something's not right about it. I just don't know what.
How is it that MJ doesn't know about this? There is no way the news didn't cover a helicopter with a giant machine being used as a wrecking ball. MJ should have seen this on the news by now. She has a phone with her.
For acts of extraordinary bravery, above and beyond the call of duty, it is my privilege to present Officer Jefferson Davis with the Department Medal of Honor.
Phone call, sir.
Kind of in the middle of something here, Jim.
Sounds urgent, sir.
Fine. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I share this honor with my family. My wife, Rio, and my son, Miles. Without their support, I couldn't do what I do.
Yes?
I've worked many years for this moment.
Who is this?
Over the coming days, your company, your city, and everything you care about will be destroyed. People will beg you for help, but you won't be able to save
Listen, jackass, I get threats like this twice a week. Why don't you grow a pair and tell me what you want?
To watch you suffer.
Are you okay? Miles! Miles! Peter! Come on, Peter! Miles! Miles! Right here, just stay with me. Thank God! Can you hear me, baby? Can you hear me? Peter? Squeeze my hand if you can hear me. Stay here. I'm going to find your father.
Yeah, Rio, just leave your son alone without no one watching him. Okay, two sins here. One, how is Rio still alive? She should have been crushed when that whole thing landed on her. Two, it'll take more than two guys to lift this. We're talking probably over hundreds of pounds. Look at it closely. There is a generator on top of Rio.
No! Stop! No!
Enough! We have to leave.
Saving the hero at the nick of time cliche.
I'll let you know what I find.
Oh, one more thing. I talked with a detective about questioning the arrested demons. They're all claiming Martin Lee has the power to, quote, corrupt people.
Have you started looking for Martin Lee yet?
No, I told you I can't start a manhunt based on a hunch from Spider-Man.
So you're telling me, MJ, someone who reports news to the Daily Bugle is capable of finding evidence, when Yuri, someone who is a captain in the police department, doesn't have any lead on Martin Lee? Yuri, you need to step up your game.
A visual. Hold for Silverburn.
As far as I'm aware, Sable's bones aren't made out of titanium. She doesn't have any superpowers, so she shouldn't be able to go from 30 feet from a helicopter to solid concrete without breaking her legs. Check this glitch out.
9 out of 10.
Release him. He works with us.
Yuri, explanation, please? I think I just saw it in action.
How?
Some perfectly nice homeless people just jumped me. Thing is, they had glowing eyes. And I remembered Yuri telling me something similar about the guard who released Shocker.
So Shocker was working for Lee? It's all connected.
There's more. But I guess we'll talk about...
Peter's voice is not matching his movements while talking to MJ. Can someone explain to me how none of these guys were able to spot MJ? I get MJ is supposed to have massive plot armor, but this is ridiculous.
Okay, I want to say don't ever do that again, but since I know you're going to anyway, here. Take a few of those next time.
Nice. Thanks.
Peter gives a 1, but somehow she'll have an unlimited amount of them when it's MJ's turn again.
Nice. Thanks.
You know Tombstone is crazy and pretty much invincible, right?
Everybody has their weakness. Mine is...
It's safe now. What were they after?
Just financial records.
About Devil's Breath?
How do you know about that?
Why do they want it?
I don't even know what it is.
Mr. Osborn's been pouring money into it for years, but he keeps the whole project a secret. I'm the only one who has any record of it.
If you have records of it, then that means you know what it is. That's like saying the president gave me the only file and I have to give my life to protect it. I'm going to know what's so special about the file.
I honestly don't know.
Where did the helicopter come from? It literally sounded in the next frame.
Now I have you!
Hey, what's wrong with you? I worked on that helmet for a week.
I need to find Dr. Delaney.
He's out in the party somewhere. Who are you?
I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Smartass.
After him dodging your shots that fast, flipping with precision, you really think that's not the real Spider-Man? One can only be so naive.
I'm looking for Isaac Delaney.
I think he's on the dance floor. There he is.
So I'm a little baffled here. In the end of Miles Morales' Spider-Man, you see Norman talking to Dr. Connors in the lab. That means the lizard hasn't been created yet. If that's the case, why is there a lizard costume now?
Who are you? You recently began working with someone in an Oscorp lab.
How do you know that?
We don't have much time, Isaac. Tell me his name.
Show's over, Lee.
So I take this as the boss killing his minions to show how powerful he is, cliche.
His name, Dr. Morgan Michaels.
If you can corrupt people to make them do whatever you want, why even bother asking for their name?
Thank you.
No!
Look at these morons just running towards Peter with rifles and not shooting. Honestly, the reason he survived this long is because of the massive plot armor. You're telling me that if he was fighting crime literally every day, not one person was capable of shooting him in the head?
Hey, okay, another thing. Sorry, Charlie. You knock a man out, destroy my background research, and the best you got is sorry, Charlie? Is everything a joke to you?
What? MJ, no, I screwed up. It was a tension breaker.
Tension breaker, right. You know, this is exactly why we broke up.
I thought we broke up so you could focus on your career.
We broke up because you wouldn't stop treating me like a baby.
Yeah? What is he doing? Preparing bottles for you? Putting a bib on you? How about reading a nighttime story so you can fall asleep? No, that's treating you like a baby. MJ can't do the things he can. She can't fight the people he can. She almost got herself killed back at the museum. Yet she wonders why he has to protect her. Such a dumb, selfish character.
Don't do this, MJ. Don't do that, MJ. Oh, that's too dangerous, MJ. I may not have super spider powers, but I'm not made out of glass.
True, but go ahead and get shot in the head. Let's see how you will handle that. Always putting yourself in danger for no reason.
What are you doing here?
Honestly, this game does a horrible job illustrating New York City. Yes, there's a bunch of crimes happening, but not to the point where there's a group of people robbing or jumping everyone on every corner.
You're Spider-Man. You're the amazing Spider-Man. You're the spectacular Spider-Man.
And a few other choice adjectives Jameson uses. Look, that was really brave. But next time, leave the fighting to the pros, okay?
Okay, but what if there aren't any around?
Well, you can't just go swinging at someone twice your size. I mean, don't get me wrong. I fight guys stronger than me all the time, but when I do it, I have...
Oh, like that time you fought Rhino on the Brooklyn Bridge? That was so awesome.
Perfect example. If the other guy's bigger, you gotta be quicker. Okay?
Okay, but that's easy for you to say. Sorry, I just can't do what you do.
All right, put him up.
Seriously?
Yeah, come on. First thing, don't let the adrenaline get to you. Breathe slow, breathe deep, relax. Hip square to your opponent. Let them make the first move. Now use your feet, and when they go off balance, look for an opening. Boom.
Like that?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, only this time, just let me have it. Right on the jaw, okay? I can take it.
Oh, shh. Sorry.
That actually hurt him. The man can take hits from Rhino like nothing, but actually felt that from Miles when he was just a regular teenage kid. Obviously, this was to build up Miles' character, but this was not the time for it.
Nighty night. This would be so cool if it was less terrifying.
Sorry, but a 17-year-old shouldn't be capable of hacking government technology with his phone. It's just possible because it's a video game.
Hey,
Miles.
Pete. Hey, sorry I'm late, man.
Oh, no, I'm just glad you're here.
All right, so, what can I do to help?
Why don't you start just by, getting comfortable with the place? Meet a few people. You know what? Everybody loves coffee.
Coffee? All right.
And I'll be back in a little while to check on you. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about Mr. Hodges. He doesn't bite.
For such a smart kid, I'm trying to figure out how not only Miles was not able to recognize Peter's voice when he's just spoke to Spider-Man a little bit ago, but didn't recognize Peter's pointing gesture.
We have authorization for deadly force. There will be no further warning.
Sable, you're not aware that Devil's Breath is in the hands of Dr. Michaels? What would happen if you and your men destroy that and everyone were to get infected? I don't think Osborn's money would help you with the lawsuits. No, that is not supposed to happen.
You okay?
Did they take it?
Yes. How worried should I be?
I love how Peter asks how worried he should be when he clearly read how dangerous it is if it gets to the wrong hands.
You're a popular guy.
Where's the serum?
I'm gone.
This Goya. So-called superhero. You think you save people, but you just make it worse.
This is coming from someone who ordered her men to shoot rockets in a public area that had plenty of civilians.
Man, that was intense. How do you do it?
One bruise at a time. Look, your heart's in the right place, but if you keep this up, you're gonna get killed.
Yeah, I see that now. Don't worry, I'm hanging up the suit. Spider-Man, no more.
Good call. Besides, you don't need a costume to make a difference.
This is coming from someone who wears like 30 different Spider-Man suits to hide his identity.
Mr. Lee.
This will be easier for everyone if you remain calm and do as I say.
Police! Over here!
MJ, what do you expect a cop to do against someone who can corrupt anyone whenever he feels like it? And you want Peter to trust you with the suicidal moves you're pulling off?
Listen, Lee's going to release the Devil's Breath.
You gotta get out of there.
He's not gonna do it until Norman Osborn gets here.
Wait, this must have been Lee's plan all along. Make Norman responsible by forcing him to release the Devil's Breath himself.
Sort of makes sense, in a twisted, psychotic way.
Okay, I'm here. Coming into the terminal now. Anything I should be on the lookout for?
Peter, you're capable of sensing any threat from a very far distance. Why are you asking, MJ?
They're not gonna take me without a fight.
Of course there's going to be a moronic character that foolishly tries to play a hero but fail only to risk someone's life. Okay, too sincere. Why was there only one demon minion taking MJ to Lee? Also, he is wearing a mask, and for some reason this man isn't screaming when he's completely capable of screaming for others to cut him down. Apparently Spider-Man has the ability to teleport. I want an explanation as to why Lee's minions are waiting in the next train car. I'll keep this here until then.
This is Mary Jane Watson. Please leave a detailed message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Hey, it's me. Let me know when you want to talk. Texting isn't talking? No, not that kind of over! Please say no, please say no. Okay.
and not okay. What is there to figure out?
When a woman says she needs time to figure things out, that usually means she needs time to finish things for other people. If you get what I mean. Nah, don't try to pull that card. You knew exactly what you were doing when you told Pete you wanted to be partners. Man, I hate it when women try to twist words and act as if they meant something else.
Hello?
Parker! Just in time to celebrate.
Celebrate? Wait. Where are the arms? Oh, wow. So cool. But how did you...
Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us.
Amazing.
And your work on the neural web was the key.
But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know.
It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
You know, for such a smart guy, I don't understand why Otto allowed Peter to check the network if Peter was going to find out what's wrong with the system.
So, how are things with MJ?
Oh, it's, well, you know, she's, it's complicated.
Honesty. That's what got me and Ben through the rough patches.
You guys had rough patches?
Oh, sure. Especially when we were your age. So, are you honest with her? Does she know the real you?
A couple years ago, when I heard May say that, I asked myself, does she know Peter is Spider-Man? Turns out she knew all along. It's only a sin because as smart as Peter is, he didn't figure out what she meant by that. This won't be the last time.
I thought you said the raft was secure.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience, when it looks bad, it's usually worse. Look out!
Apparently she doesn't have any brains because why in the world would she go to Electra in a helicopter? Someone who shoots millions of volts at you.
Dashing. Where'd you get it?
It's an exclusive club.
Remember, he said not to kill him.
Good idea. In fact, we don't have to do this at all if you don't want to.
We definitely want to. Now!
First and final warning. Stay out of our way.
You can see the pain in Otto's eyes. This is exactly why Insomniac is so loved. They specialize in storytelling. Not only that you can see the pain Otto's going through, but you can almost feel it. He hates that he has to go against the only person he sees as son, but he has to complete his mission and cannot let anyone get in his way. I give credit where credit is due. Here's a merit. So is anyone seeing this? I mean, at the very least, I would definitely be able to hear this.
All these years. All these lies. It's over, Norman. Time to give them the truth.
I love how Otto puts his mask after he spreads the virus. What's even more sinful is that he won't be getting infected when he pretty much breaks the glass right in front of his face.
Is May okay?
Everyone is safe.
MJ, if it weren't for you and Miles, I would have been...
As dead as I would have been the last 8,500 times you saved me. Pretty sure I still owe you a few.
That's smart.
Hey. I'm sorry I screwed things up. It's just hard being the one who always gets saved, you know?
I'm sorry, but the last time I checked, you have no superpower. You're constantly putting yourself in danger and you can easily be shot in the head.
Still partners?
Always.
Hey, so I didn't know if, you wanted sparkling or flat or spring or mountain spring, so I got one of each. Am I interrupting?
No, MJ, Ms. Watson and I were just talking strategy.
Strategy?
That's right. The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
All right, well, call the play, coach.
Okay. Divide and conquer. Ms. Watson, we need an anti-serum for Devil's Breath. Oscorp's developing something, but there's no way they can keep it safe from Octavius and Lee. We need to find the cure and protect it.
I'll chase down some leads.
Miles, you need to be my eyes and ears at Feast. Anything goes wrong, call me. We need to keep that place and the people there safe.
All right, you got it. What are you gonna do?
Gang at Costume Nut Jobs is taking the city apart piece by piece. Time I return the favor.
All right. Hey, wait, how do I call you? I mean, do you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
Ms. Watson can give you my number.
There's two issues with this. He never said his name is Miles. So I'm wondering how Miles didn't realize that at this moment. Also, wouldn't Spider-Man and Peter's number be the same? I doubt Peter has two different numbers since he can't even keep up with his rent.
Icarus, this is it.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No.
Hold on, so you're telling me Otto has been waiting for Spider-Man to open the little case? Wow, talk about wasting time.
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
Spider-Man, I presume. If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
You know what I don't understand about Otto? He wants to get back at Norman for all the things he did. Why doesn't he break into Norman's home and extract the evidence against him? Yes, he'll be exposing himself too, but this current way, it really doesn't make any sense to put so many innocent lives at risk.
Spider-Man, the Black Cat just robbed the police department's evidence lockup.
What? How? That place is like Fort Knox.
All those cats you found? When they were all together in the evidence room, they linked up, boosted their signal, and deactivated the alarms. No one even saw her sneak in.
She knew I'd find the cats and report them to you. She played me, again.
How many times are you gonna let her trick you? You're supposed to have an IQ of 250. What makes this even more unbelievable is that she's going to play you again later on. I'll be reminding you when the time comes.
You remember last time we did this dance?
Gotta love how his minion spawns out of nowhere when literally a few seconds ago they were nowhere to be seen.
I didn't feel it. Where'd my suit go?
I don't know how you removed the suit, but for some reason you keep the mask.
Come on, Crate, be the one. Amoxicillin. Perfect. It's a very large man. I found the exploding bulldozer.
How is it that they're alive? I don't care if they have their suits. Rhino literally rolled the car on top of them. They should be crushed.
Okay, so let May know I have these.
Get off me! Just give us the wallet! Give it us, man! Help!
Hey, leave him alone!
Big mistake, kid.
You can't just push people around like that.
Or what? Like this? Haha, kid's got guts.
Hip squared.
What the hell's he saying? Not gonna be saying anything in a second. Oh! Whoa.
You want a taste?
I remember I didn't like this part because I didn't like Miles' character. Now I'm saying this because the teenage kid shouldn't be capable of this. Miles did not get bit by a spider yet.
Do you know what Octavius will do if he finds out you failed? I failed? Yes, you freak show!
Can someone explain to me how this shipping crate is strong enough to hold Rhino? Scorpion isn't strong enough to break it, but Rhino is. So MJ found the taser right when she needed it. But not only that, she found her first test dummy right when she needed to test the taser. Wow, talk about convenience. You know, from the bombs we see here to the glider we saw at the Oscorp event, we thought Goblin was going to be in the next game along with Venom. Apparently that's not the case. This is an ascent, but man, is that disappointing.
I knew it. 10th and Cathedral, Oscorp's records department. Perfect place to hide a secret biotech facility. GR27 Martin Lee incident. What is this?
And we are rolling. I will be right next door. Just relax and let the medicine do its work.
宝贝，不要担心，不要害怕，妈妈在。
这个会治好的，放心。
你在什么？发生了什么事？怎么可能？给妈妈呼吸！好，快逃！快！
I got this is just a consultation. Hoisting ready. I'm going in there. No, you can't. It's too late. Make it stop. What have you done?
Oh my god. Norman and Otto. They started all of this. They created Lee. I have to get this. What? No!
Who's there?
Oh no.
Damn it.
MJ has been getting banged by someone who's called Spider-Man, but yet she gets uncomfortable when an actual spider is on her. Also, Sable heard something coming from this particular room, but she didn't search the whole room. It's even more sinful when she shoots the glass at MJ, but doesn't shoot MJ when she's only a few feet away. The power of the plot armor is strong on this one. Maybe MJ is a superhero.
It's all so much to take in. Harry sick, Norman and Lee, and Dr. Octavius?
I know.
This is all my fault.
For some reason, the main character always blames themselves when they have nothing to do with the issue. For starters, how in the world is Lee's accident Peter's fault? As far as I'm concerned, that accident happened before Peter was even born. Now with Otto, yes, Peter helped build the arms. But had Peter known Otto was going to do wrong with it, Peter would have never helped him. People make their own decisions.
I need to speak to your head doctor.
There's no doctors here.
Who's running this place?
Me, mostly.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a while, but I'll do my best. I'll need masks, gloves, whatever you have that's sterile.
Thank you.
You can thank me by not dying.
Oh my god.
I would like to know how Morgan did his magic here. I highly doubt he sterilized Peter without removing the suit. He did ask Miles for things to sterilize.
They say she could go at any moment. Where are you going?
I need to find Otto. He has the anti-serum. I don't know if I can beat him.
Maybe you can't. Maybe Spider-Man needs help from his friend Peter.
What?
Peter helped build those arms, remember? If anyone can find a weakness, it's him.
Oh, get out of here with that superhero stand.
Spider-Man. Hello.
Man, I gotta change this number.
I must leave New York. Recent events give me pause. Your rescue of Osborn, despite his hatred, it affected me. I must return home. Reflect on this life I choose.
Dang. I think I'm actually gonna miss you and your death troopers.
Unfortunately, my agents will stay. Though I question our work, they do not.
Translation: you still have all these useless side missions you haven't finished, and you have a DLC that has been cut out of the game so you can pay for. Until then, see you later. Sorry, Peter, but you didn't have that suit. You had the amazing Spider-Man suit from the movie literally a second ago.
We did the impossible, Doc. But now I have to destroy it. With a little creation of my own.
So Peter builds an entire suit within minutes. I would understand if he was building the suit little by little since the beginning of the game and just added the final touch, but I haven't seen anything like that. Have you?
You want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
No! Oh!
Tell them what you did.
I never.
Norman pretty much is the reason why everyone in the city is sick and dying. He also experimented on children. There is video evidence that he used Lee as a lab rat and got his parents killed. Why doesn't Otto expose Norman himself? Instead of this ridiculous destruction in the city, all he had to do was expose Norman for his horrible actions.
What are you?
This is why I prefer Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Those web shooters are always being destroyed. Don't get me wrong, PlayStation Spider-Man is literally the best Spider-Man of them all. Definitely better than Tom Holland.
Such a disappointment. Parker.
You knew?
Yo, moron. He saw you with the suit. You were always late to work and always rushed to leave. He put two and two together and figured it out. I don't see what's so hard about that. Let's talk about how repetitive the final boss fight is in this game. I remember when this game came out, I thought I was doing something wrong. Insomniac, please fix this issue for the next game. Make the game more difficult because even on the New Game Plus with the hardest setting, this game is hilariously easy.
The anti-serum.
Can someone explain to me how Otto survives this? This force should have killed him.
Peter, I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it.
We have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong! You are everything I wanted to be! You just threw it away!
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now. The neural interface affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms. I'll be trapped in this useless body. Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember?
As much as I hate to interrupt this brilliant scene, Doc, what was it that you told Peter as you tried to kill him a couple minutes ago?
Otto! If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
Now that the table has turned, you want to beg for help. Nope.
You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter? Peter!
I have to merit this scene. The first time it gave me goosebumps because Peter and Otto's relationship was like father and son. Amazing character dialogues that made the player feel some sort of sadness. That's what the devs wanted, and they succeeded.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
But I want to know how you found out that your nephew was Spider-Man. Too bad the game doesn't tell us.
I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
On my first sins video for this game, I sinned this because they killed off Aunt May. I have to retract that sin because this took balls. Insomniac didn't hold any punches with this game. It was either save one life and let everyone suffer and die, or save all these people and let May die. It deserves a merit. Now, this isn't a sin, but Venom is confirmed for the next game. We can imagine Peter having that symbiote suit. That stare from Otto indicates he could be in the next game, and if he faces symbiote suit Spider-Man, he's going to fight against someone who will mop the whole city with Otto's face.
So?
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor.
Congrats.
Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey.
Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry. No, it's. You're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so.
Yeah. I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to. But meaning, I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Never stopped wanting to. You broke up with Peter for what? The devs just wanted to give MJ a reason to be in the game, I guess. Honestly, Felicia is a much better choice for Peter.
Well, I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, all right, so where do you want this?
Right over here is fine.
All right. Hey, so Pete?
Yeah.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well, weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Oh. Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas,
No.
for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
No.
It's pretty weird, right?
So Peter doesn't ask how the hell this happened? He doesn't ask what spider bit Miles? I mean, I would be extremely curious to know what happened.
MJ, someone cut a hole in a skylight. I'm gonna check it out.
Pete, did you not see the giant scratches left on the wall? There's literally one person who could have done that. Surprised you didn't figure it out.
Looks like a pretty normal painting to me.
It is. There's way more valuable stuff in that museum. So why is the Maggia so worked up about this painting?
Hang on, MJ. Someone's coming.
So these mafia wannabe crash into the museum just like that. The funny thing is that cops will take their sweet time getting here. In real life, it would literally be 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes tops. Why are you running with a rocket launcher when you could have just shot it from back there? Nope, that should have crushed him. Since this is T-rated, the game is forced to make even less sense.
Nobody knows what was on that drive in the Maria painting. But word is, Hammerhead now has the drive, and the Maggia families are freaked out about it.
Must have been pretty valuable if it made a notorious art thief ignore art.
Wonder why she's working for Hammerhead. She usually flies solo.
Who knows? I stopped trying to figure out Felicia a long time ago.
Felicia, huh? You guys on a first-name basis now?
Well, I mean, you know, I guess maybe?
Well, let's just keep each other in the loop, okay?
MJ, all he said was one name. Your irrelevance is your own fault. Let's not start getting ahead of ourselves right now.
What's up, SM? It's your #1 fan!
Wait a minute. Screwball? Ugh, don't tell me you're out of jail.
I sure am! And I brought some of my fans with me!
Screwball, the most annoying side piece in video game history. I guess the devs had to make the DLC longer than what it is.
MJ, sending you a pic of a plate I need you to run.
Got it. I'll let you know what I find.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
The hell? Where's the drive?
She said she wanted to deliver it to Hammerhead personally.
Didn't I tell you to get the drive?
Yeah, but she gave the other ones to him, so I just figured...
So I tell you to do something, and you don't do it! Now, you know what happens next.
Wait.
Wait.
Why did it take so long to pull the trigger? Also saving the character of interest in the nick of time cliche. This guy's the only smart one out of all of these apparently.
MJ, the cat got another data drive.
Just one more and Hammerhead has the drives from all the other Maggia families. We gotta figure out what's on those drives.
And there's something else. There's this thing. Probably not a big thing, but it could be a thing. A little, maybe big thing.
Please say a sentence that doesn't include the word thing.
Okay. The reason Felicia's working for Hammerhead is because he took her son.
Huh. I didn't know she had a son. Well, certainly sounds like something Hammerhead would do.
There's this, other thing. You know that she and I, dated for a while.
Yeah, so? Oh. Oh, are you serious?
I mean, I don't know for sure, but it's possible.
Ew. Ugh. I need to hang up now.
MJ, you have no right to act like that. I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but did you expect Peter to not bang other women? I mean, if I'm being honest, seeing how flexible and how fine Felicia is, he definitely downgraded going back to you.
Hey, MJ.
First things first, head to this address. It's the last known address of the Costa family safe house. If my source is right, they have the final data drive.
MJ, listen.
No, you listen. I kind of overreacted the last time we talked.
Not at all. You reacted exactly how I would have.
We weren't together at the time, and it's not like I didn't date other people.
Right. Wait, you dated people? Like plural?
Peter, I don't get what's so surprising. A single modern woman moves faster than Flash nowadays. The only surprise is the fact that MJ sounds proud of herself. Sleeping with a bunch of nobodies after breaking up with potentially the strongest guy in the city.
Sergeant Mackey. Or do you prefer Walter Hardy?
Hey, don't judge me. I did what I had to do.
Your daughter thinks you're dead, you know.
And let's keep her thinking that. For her sake. Deal?
Deal? You just conned me. Why should I do anything for you?
'Cause you're a decent guy. Take care of my little girl.
I'm so gullible.
Yeah, and the worst part about it is that you're not even done being played. You have an IQ of 250 and you get played as if your IQ score is below 50.
About your son. I just need to know. Is he?
He's mine.
This is pretty much the game trying extremely hard not to ruin the surprise. Had Felicia interrupted immediately, then it would have sounded more convincing.
I know what's on those drives you're stealing.
Look at you, brawn and brains.
You can't give Hammerhead the last drive. Once he has what he wants, your son will just be a loose end. Let me help you.
What are you thinking?
Stall him. Give us some time to find your son.
I missed you. Glad we're back together again.
Not like that.
Shame. Okay. I can probably give us a couple days, max.
So, about your son, is there a chance I'm...
Later. For now...
Hold up, this just popped into my head. If Peter and MJ were broken up for 6 months, and Peter was ramming that kitty during those 6 months, how did Felicia give birth to a boy so soon? I mean, at the end of the original story, the time skip was 3 months later. That equates to 9 months. You're going to tell me Hammerhead kidnapped a newborn baby and Peter fell for that? I'm starting to seriously doubt his intelligence. A couple sins here. One, this is the second time we see Peter about to eat, but still having his mask on. Even if he didn't have it on, wouldn't someone be able to see Peter from that height? Two, where are the pizza delivery side missions? Had a blast with them on Spider-Man 2 the game. If I can find a way to play that game again, I would. Nonetheless,
shipping manifest. This could lead to...
Take a close look at the laptop MJ tries to steal data from. Once the guy gets out of the trailer, you don't see the laptop with him. But when you look to see the laptop, it's not there. Devs, you mind explaining this to me? MJ, I didn't see you taking back that USB device. Nor did you have enough time to finish stealing the data from the laptop. I see everything, devs.
Close as I ever want to cut it. Son of a...
Censorship.
Sorry.
What are you doing here?
What do you mean? He did tell you he'll be there as soon as he can.
I'm there now.
Give me a few minutes. I'll be there as soon as I can. No. You gotta be kidding me. Tell me you weren't just stringing me along.
Sorry, sweetie. But I needed help to pull off a job this big.
All you ever wanted was Hammerhead's drive.
The entire wealth of the Magia. In the palm of my hand.
You gave Hammerhead fake drives?
You think he's gonna be mad at me?
So, the kidnapping? Your son? That was all just a lie?
Sorry, Pete, but you did that to yourself. How many times do you have to be played before you learn? How many times are you going to let her fool you?
Miss me already?
Hammerhead knows where you are and he's going to kill you. There's a tracker on his drive.
I don't get you, Spider. I just conned the hell out of you, and here you are trying to save me. How can you be so damn nice all the time?
It's not about being nice, it's about doing the right thing. You've got so many talents. I wish you'd use them to help someone other than yourself.
Well, Felicia, he won't tell you, but I will. You're pretty much his backup plan in case something happens with him and MJ. Someone as deceiving as you should know that. I love how you see everybody shooting, but no one is actually hitting anyone.
Let's do this.
Cops are ziplining right above the enemy, and for some reason, Hammerhead's men don't see them. So the game is going to try to convince me that Peter falling at a high velocity, landing a kick on that guy didn't actually kill him? Okay, look at this moron pointing a gun at someone who is trained in combat while looking at something else. Might as well give Yuri that gun. And of course, they all come out of nowhere. You can't have a boss battle where minions won't come out of nowhere.
Freeze! You're under arrest!
So yeah, turning yourself into a crime against nature, maybe not such a good idea after all, huh?
Pal, you weren't listening when I said long term. Old school Magia's got patience. Knows how to wait till just the right moment.
Yuri. What are you... No! Yuri! Don't do this!
Captain! Stop! This is bad.
Last time we met, you said something about fear. How do you feel now?
Just dandy.
And that is how Wraith was born. Expect her in Spider-Man 2 or at least in the DLC. No sense here, let's move on.
Feel bad for the captain, but I'm glad this monster's dead.
Who says he's dead?
Honestly, does anyone ever learn? Always have an extra guy watching everyone. People should have learned a hard lesson from Fisk corrupting everything he touched.
Boss.
Sorry, but the man was dead for a while now. It's only because it's a video game he was brought back to life.
Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor. Begin research notes. What's...
A senseless recap on what happened on the previous DLC. I mean, if you haven't played the previous DLCs, you shouldn't be on this. That's like reading the final chapter of the book before reading the beginning. Makes no sense.
Captain Yuri Watanabe was forced into administrative leave. Sources say she told the chief, "This won't stop me." Note, follow up on this later. Feels like this isn't the end of her story. Meanwhile, Hammerhead, who was pronounced dead at the scene, was revived and escaped custody. Police are searching for him, but there are no solid leads. His men are continuing to target Sable weaponry and vehicles, including something called Project Olympus. From what we can gather, Project Olympus is an Oscorp and Sable-funded initiative. Bioenhancement technology meant to transform people into indestructible super soldiers.
Yeah, for some reason, Sable's technology hasn't been confiscated. Do I need to remind people that Sable's men shot rocket launchers in the city of New York when Lee was trying to steal Devil's Breath? How about the fact that Hammerhead got his hands on this tech, and now his men are taking over the city piece by piece? Don't stop shooting, morons. He's not covering his head anymore. All he needs is one bullet to the head and you'll solve your problem. But you know, logic.
Having fun yet?
Hey!
Come closer. I dare ya!
Now, is that just a regular dare or a double dog dare?
So you're trying to convince me that Peter just realized Sable was there? That's a pretty big and loud aircraft if you ask me.
It would be so awesome if it was.
Sable, I get you're not known to use your brain. At this point, you haven't been successful in anything pretty much. But there's an innocent police officer right next to the guy you're trying to kill.
You are supposed to be the protector of this city. And yet you have allowed this hammerhead to steal all of my weapons Damn you!
Are you really blaming him? It's your own fault for being so arrogant. Also, that police officer should have dropped when the guy broke free from the web.
Open up, or we'll open it for you!
Even with a suit that gives you over 10 times the human strength, you're having a hard time opening a truck door. If you're mad about that, I wonder how you react when you realize you're not even a side character. Yo, does she ever learn? How is it that she won't suffer any consequences for this? She's literally shooting from an aircraft destroying vehicles in the middle of the city. Also, no one gets hurt from all of this.
Hey, Pete.
Hi, honey. How's your day?
Busy. Neck deep in research on Symkaria.
I'll make it quick then. Your tip was a good one. I'm on my way to one of Hammerhead's top men. If anybody knows where Hammerhead is, it's him.
That's great.
And one of his guys mentioned setting a trap for Sable. What do you think that means?
I think it means a bunch of old-school Magia thugs feel threatened by a confident, powerful woman.
This is what a feminist sounds like, everybody. They don't make sense, and they'll bring up strong women when that wasn't even close to what was being talked about.
Hey, Spider-Man. You see that Sable chick? You tell her, my boss wants to have a sit-down.
Yeah, I could. But she doesn't really listen to me. Or anyone.
Give me the address.
Wait, how did...
While Pete is wondering where she came from, I'm trying to wonder why Sable didn't use this kind of tech when Lee was trying to kidnap her boss.
See you in hell, bug.
You know, I never understood why some villains would use the phrase "see you in hell" when you would think someone like Spider-Man, someone who saved thousands of lives, refused to do the wrong things and would sacrifice so much to save someone, would go to hell. Just doesn't make any sense.
For one, my lucky day.
Wow, talk about saving the hero at the nick of time cliche. So, are we going to forget that Sable actually survived this drop? Okay. Sable, I'm sure you're aware, but continuing to punch his metal arm doesn't hurt him. In fact, he doesn't feel it.
I told you, I just helped manufacture these things. I didn't design them.
Guess we got the wrong guy then. On the bright side, now we got our first test subject.
No, No! Don't turn it on! Please!
This was actually recorded? Why? I mean, what would this be used for? So is Sable actually human? Literally a few minutes ago, Hammerhead's men were torturing her with an electric screwdriver, twisting it into the right side of her chest. And here we see her using that side of her arm when she shouldn't be able to. That remains perfectly intact when Peter stomps on it with enough force to break concrete.
That was fun. Hey, you have dinner plans? I know this great pizza place.
I must return to Simcaria.
Right. You have a war to fight.
I do not like to fight. Do what I have to in order to help my people.
I know. That's what heroes do.
I am no hero. But you have taught me a few things.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like how to disarm my enemies with bad jokes.
Actually, they're good jokes, but I understand humor can be subjective.
Thank you, Spider-Man. For everything. I don't do hugs.
Yeah, right. Of course. Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
Now we end this video by saying, Insomniac, you guys are gifted people. This story was brilliant from the moment the game started to the final moment in the DLC. Us fans can't wait for 2023 Spider-Man 2 and 2024 Wolverine. And finally, because of this man, all the years of Marvel, whether it's comics, movies, or even games, it was all possible because of this legend right here, Stan Lee.
Learn to swallow that Parker pride and accept that you're human, like the rest of us.